You have the autocratic leader in Canada who's resorted to genuinely authoritarian and tyrannical means to suppress a peaceful mass protest against the power elite there.
Welcome to the A News Network, and don't forget to like and subscribe as it helps out a lot for the channel. Today we will listen to Tulsi talk about the authoritarian leader in Canada. Let's have a listen and I'll give my reactions after.
And this is a reality we're seeing play out in Canada as we speak. You have the autocratic leader in Canada who's resorted to genuinely authoritarian and tyrannical means to suppress a peaceful mass protest against the power elite there. Everything that we see happening up north, everything from the execution of emergency powers to the freezing of bank accounts, the seizure of children from parents, the destruction of livelihoods and small businesses, all of these things could happen here. So the question I ask myself in confronting all this is, what are they so afraid of?
Last question, Mr. Prime Minister. When did you and your government start to become so afraid of your own citizens?
That's a very unfair...
I am not, and we are not.
Who are they afraid of?
I think he's just afraid that he can't push an agenda that he has not been honest with at all, like the woke agenda and all the leftists that I don't think it's all Trudeau too that's doing this. There must be way higher up, because I don't know if he's good enough to do that. So it must be way higher up, and it's almost like the fear or the arrogance or the narcissism takes over, and he just can't. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. He just surrounds himself with all his bride buddies, like his groomsmen from his wedding from 20 years ago. Pays them an enormous amount of money, and they just protect him from anything. And money and getting paid off and being smooth with the talking is really what gets him around. Let's continue with this.
You know the answer. It's simple. They're afraid of us. They're afraid of a free people. They're afraid of a free society. I've got to believe that Thomas Jefferson was thinking about these cowardly, fearful leaders when he said they prefer the calm of despotism to the boisterous sea of liberty. They're afraid of the freedom that empowers.
The fear of people having freedom, probably what the fear is that they have is that they can think for themselves and they want to control what they should do, is really what it is when they say they fear the people. They fear the people can do something against what they want to do and the money that they want to move around the world. Let's continue with these things.
Empowers each and every one of us to seek the truth, to speak freely, to question their decisions and their authority. They're afraid of losing power, knowing full well the intent of our founders when they wrote in the Declaration of Independence that governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, and that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it's the right of the people to alter or abolish it and institute a new government. A government of the people, by the people, and for the people. This is what scares them. And this is what empowers us. But what's even more dangerous than this threat of being canceled is the federal government wielding its power and might to punish those who dare to question or disagree with them and their policies. I'll give you one example. If you go on dhs.gov, you'll find Biden's Department of Homeland Security summarizes the 3 factors that led them to declare that we are in a heightened state of a domestic terrorism threat. The first of those 3 factors is, quote, the proliferation of false or misleading narratives which sow discord or undermine public trust in U.S. government institutions. I want to read that again because it's important. The proliferation of false or misleading narratives which sow discord or undermine public trust in U.S. government institutions. Number one factor. If you replace the word U.S. government with the word church, we can see how those in power see themselves as the high priests in a secular theocracy. This explains why they see those who disagree with them as heretics. And so it's not surprising that those who reject their leadership or views, these are the people who are targeted by Biden's attorney general as domestic terrorists, simply for holding anti-authority views. Basically, what they're telling us is you are an enemy of the state if you dare to oppose or even question the president, his administration, or his policies. Shut up, step back, fall in line, or we're coming after you. This isn't some theory. This is reality.